So once you have dealt with the whole issue, maybe it's not the whole issue, but at least the acute part of the problem, and they acknowledge the fact that they've come to terms with this, is it all gone or does it linger?
It'll linger. It will haunt. You know, there's a verse, and you've mentioned it before, Proverbs 5:7, where it says, "His own equities and iniquities will capture the wicked, and he will be held with the cords of his sin."
Yeah.
And I like the way you actually had put it, as though there are tentacles that reach around the person to hold them with cords of sin.
So they've got these tentacles still there.
You know, and that's where what we have to look at is going back and just practicing, you know, and saying, I have been forgiven.
What does it mean to be free?
Yes, I have worked through this. Reminding, because I do think, you know, the adversary is at work and he wants to bring us back down. And so to be reminded that it's not because you haven't worked on this, it is the enemy as well. Right. And so he will use whatever he can to keep bringing you back down. And it's been a way of life for years for so many.
You know, Cheryl, it just dawns on me that an abortion is a decision one makes. A miscarriage is not a decision, but is the painful experience of the loss of a child. Does some of this apply to the loss of a child in a miscarriage?
Oh, yes. Yes, not as much as, I mean, certainly depression can come from that,
yes,
and loneliness, and also even, you know, am I not good enough to have a child?
Oh, I see.
You know, going through the
especially if they've lost more
issue.
than one.
Right, right. But you know, I will do actually some of the same process with people like that, as far as being able to write a letter to that baby to bring closure. Yeah. To just say, you know, how I was looking so forward to meeting you and seeing you here, but I will see you on the other side. It's very freeing for those people as well.
Is a person who goes through this, is that person ultimately able to talk about it openly? Not that it becomes a discussion at a gathering, but I mean, does that individual feel then more of a freedom to share this with a friend, with a a spouse or whatever?
Yes, I think that they do, and I think sometimes, you know, it just depends. You know, we look at boundaries in situations like that.
Sure.
You know, and, you know, one of those issues in talking to a client is making sure they can trust that person. Yeah. That's huge. Even, you know, it must be a friend, a spouse, especially a spouse. I believe it's very important to share that with if they've never shared it before.
You don't, I can't imagine you requiring something, but you wouldn't strongly urge an individual to go back to every member of their family and tell them all that they have done related to that. That's not necessary.
No.
Yeah. Because that could create other issues that need to be left out.
Right, because it could...
Not everybody can handle that kind of thing.
No, they can't. And it also depends on the family of origin situations that come from that they may be ostracized, the people maybe get mad at them, they can't accept it, won't accept them after they hear it.
You know,
There's a lot of harshness.
The difficulty is that she may have married a young man who doesn't even know.
Right. Right.
She went through it.
Right.
Doesn't go away, does it?
No, it doesn't go away, and it does affect relationships. It does affect intimacy. You know, it can cause sexual dysfunctions in a relationship. You know, a lot of times that's why people may come in even.
Sure.
It's because of those intimacy issues. And then, you know, intimacy just isn't about sex, as we know. You know, it's that I want to know you, and I need to be known, and I can't let myself be known fully to this person.
I see.
And so I do strongly, can't make anyone do anything. No. I do strongly, you know, advise them that, yes, it's important that your husband knows. And a lot of times, even if they come into my office and do it together in a safe environment.
With you there.
If that's needed.